Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a short history of the movies. This is Life in the 1900s Newspapers channel. Can you remember the first time you ever went to the movie theater? You purchased your popcorn, sat back in the comfy seats, and was prepared for a magical evening. The movies used to be awe-inspiring and would take you away to a fantasy world. I remember having our newspaper delivered, and after I looked at all the comics, my next favorite thing to look at was to see what was coming next to the movie theaters. Let's find out how the movies started.
It all started less than 60 years ago when their prospects were so poor that Thomas Edison would not spend $150 to protect the foreign rights of his kinetoscope. The movies, like the automobile, grew up in the 20th century. But where the automobile is tangible and real, the movies are light and shadow. People first saw them in a penny arcade, where they appeared as a series of cards flipped in rapid succession to simulate motion. Then a continuous projection machine was made and the Nickelodeon was born. People could now gather in groups to view drama and the great events of history.
Edison, another up-to-the-minute Edison comedy hit, The Teddy Bears, a laughable satire on the popular craze, a sure money-getter, a one best bet. Beautifully mono-tinted, photographically perfect. Here's a quick clip of the 1907 The Teddy Bears by the Edison Company. Here's a puzzle for you. Who is this silent movie man? He will become famous later in the movie industry. Stay tuned to the end of this video to find out who he is. When you used to go to the movie theaters, they would put these pictures of things that you are supposed to do in the theater, like this one. Loud talking or whistling not allowed. Ladies and children are cordially invited to this theater. No offensive pictures are ever shown here. Then there was that problem with the fashion in the 1900s of having huge hats. Madam, how would you like to sit behind the hat you are wearing? If you expectorate as a gentleman, you will not expectorate on the floor. Something we don't need to think about today. Gentlemen, kindly remove your hats. No smoking, please. Back then, there was advertising. Advertise your business on this screen and get results. See the manager. Kindly remain seated. I don't quite get this one. Please applaud with hands only. I wonder if they mean no stomping feet or whistling? If annoyed when here, please tell the management. Here's a thoughtful reminder. Don't forget your umbrella and other parcels. Movies became so popular that, of course, so did the actors, and the movie star was born. The most popular of the time was little Mary Pickford. Movie technology advanced, and in the 1920s came the talkies. Audiences couldn't wait to hear their silent movie stars speak. Mary Pickford's first talking movie was Coquette. Popular Clara Bow's first talking movie was The Saturday Night Kid. One actress who was quoted as Garbo Talks' first movie that was a talking picture was Anna Christie. And of course, it all started in 1927 with Al Jolson in The Jazz Singer.
Early research imprisoned a man's voice on a cylinder of wax. Further research in the field of electronics transmitted sound into audible impulses. And then in 1927, pictures found their voice.
Which grieves my heart and wet my cheeks with artificial tears and frame my face to all occasions. Can I do this and cannot get a crown? Tut! Were it further off, I'll pluck.
The 1920s also had some interesting intermission notices. Notice to our patrons who may have an uncovered automobile on the outside. It's raining! The tin one-piece water closet. Sanitation, efficiency, refinement, non-overflow, quiet. Proudly installed at this theater. Try it during intermission. What is celluloid? Well, it's what film was made from. Take a look.
Is silver-coated cellulose. Cellulose is a byproduct of cotton. And there wouldn't be any movies if millions of bales of cotton weren't grown each and every year in our southern states. That cotton is shipped all over the country in order to go through a process like this. From cotton to cellulose, to a thin sheet of celluloid. Then silver is used to sensitize the film. The film industry uses more silver from our western states each year than is needed to plate all of the knives and forks and spoons that are used in this country.
The film is a celluloid strip, perforated along one edge. A gelatin coating on one side contains the images of pictures and recorded sound. On black and white film, these images are formed of silver, and on color film, they're formed by dyes. Celluloid, unfortunately, is not the world's strongest material. Therefore, motion picture film must be handled with care to protect it from damage. You see what I mean? Let's take another example. Care must be taken to protect film in transit. Here's a strong fiber box, but see what's inside. If, before we ship a reel of film, we apply a paper band and fasten it securely, at the other end of the line we'll have film, not spaghetti. There are two types of celluloid used in the manufacture of film. One of them, known as cellulose nitrate, is the kind used for the 35mm print shown in the movie theaters. Nitrate film is comparatively strong, but it has the disadvantage of being highly inflammable. It is almost an explosive. Theaters are required to maintain elaborate precautions against fire and to employ highly skilled operators. This is just one of many reasons why it would not be safe to use nitrate film in a portable projector. All 16mm film is made of acetate cellulose. Acetate film is perfectly safe, but it's not as tough as nitrate. Any friction against the surface of moving film is likely to produce a scratch. It shows on the screen as a dark vertical line, like this, and this, and this. Hey there! Get your fingers off the film. That's better.
Yes, going to the movies used to be quite exciting, and part of that excitement was actually going to a movie house. They weren't just theaters, they were movie palaces.
50 years later, the movies are played in more than 80,000 theaters throughout the world. People say it in 150 different languages and dialects, but it all means the same thing. Let's go to the movies, the greatest medium for entertainment the world has ever known. To most people, the movies in their theaters mean Hollywood, Hollywood, California, USA. The city that is not a city, only a post office branch of Los Angeles, where 30,000 specialists working in 272 separate arts and crafts, sciences and trades make the movies, working as a team to put their ideas into pictures. The end product of their labor is a continuous piece of film about 1.5 inches wide and almost 2 miles long.
Sitting at home in the evening is not what it's cracked up to be. There's pleasure for all of the family, so take this suggestion from me.
Oh, let's go out to the movies. They're better than ever before.
With romance to thrill you and mysteries to chill you and tales of adventure galore. We'll take the kids to the movies and see lots of folks that we know. We'll laugh and we'll cry as each scene passes by, so let's go out to a show.
Oh, let's go out to the movies. It's great to get out of the house, to go to a show where the stars that we know will be there with our friend Mickey Mouse.
We'll leave our cares and our worries behind us wherever we go.
We like to have fun when our day's work is done, so let's go out to a show.
Let's go out to the movies where all of the stars are on view.
In most every scene there is love on the screen, and there's love in the balcony too.
We'll cheer the handsome young hero who knocks villains out with a blow.
The popcorn's just right and we'll have a great night, so let's go out to a show.
Decorated so that when you bought your ticket, you felt like a king or queen. You can probably remember your hometown movie palace. Mine was the Liberty Theater in Walla Walla, Washington.
They're better than ever before.
With romance to thrill you and mysteries to chill you.
The building is still there today, but no longer a theater.
Kids to the movies and see lots of folks that we know. We'll laugh and we'll cry as each scene passes by, so let's go out to a show.
Oh, let's go out to the movies.
It still has its fancy facade with the statues of eagles and funny faces
We'll be there with our friend Mickey Mouse.
and stained glass windows.
Behind us wherever we go.
The old painted advertisement, "Let's go to the movies," is still visible on the worn brick.
Let's out to the movies.
Here's a photo of a couple of restored movie seats from the Walla Walla Liberty Theater. And the old restroom signs went with the theme of Liberty with its eagles and stars.
The popcorn's just right and we'll have a great night, so let's...
You remember your local movie palace? Is it still there today? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think were the top 3 movies that you'll always remember that left you spellbound? Here are my top 3. Let me know what yours are. One of my top 3 movies is the movie Bambi. I remember being awestruck at how the artists could capture that beautiful forest. It made me want to live there and talk to the animals as well. One of my other choices is the movie Jaws. It was the first movie that I actually screamed in front of a movie house full of people. Very embarrassing. It wasn't that scary, really. It was just the suspense of hearing the doom 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 doom, and it took so long for it to pop out at you. And my last choice is a movie I didn't really care for, the Rocky Picture Horror Show. I saw it when I was in junior high school, and you were one of the cool kids if you said that you went to this movie. It was memorable because it was the only movie in a theater I went to where you could throw toast at people and toilet paper and ring bells and make a general mess of the whole place. After I left the theater, all messy from whatever was thrown on me, I decided that I was now cool and I could add the word man to my vocabulary. And I could tell people to keep on trucking. Another of my favorite places to go was the drive-in movie in Walla Walla. Ours was called the Skyview. I remember getting on my pajamas and getting in the back seat of our car with my sister and 2 brothers and Mom and Dad, and usually falling asleep before the second movie.
The first patented drive-in movie theater opened on June 6, 1933 in New Jersey. It was the brainchild of Richard Hollingshead as an alternative theater for families and those who might have trouble sitting in narrow movie theater seats. It caused a cultural sensation across the country, and at their peak in the 1950s, more than 4,000 drive-in theaters were operated across the United States.
Sometimes the drive-in was a price per car, but sometimes it was a price per person. Tell me, did you ever sneak one of your friends in the trunk to a drive-in movie? It's outdoor movie time again, and you'll enjoy your favorite movie more than ever at the newly improved Skyview Drive-In Theater, opening for the season Friday at 7. How long since your whole family enjoyed a movie together? Now you can load up the car and bring all for less than you pay a babysitter. Adults 50 cents, children 9 cents. In the 1950s, the movies, and especially the drive-in movies, were popular with teenagers. 1950s cars had giant, smooth seats and didn't have that center console. So, What better way than to take your date to one of the 50s creepy movies and have her look for protection in your arms?
What is it?
I don't know.
Ejected from unexplored secret stratus, this giant, harder-than-steel piston disgorges strange creatures, inundating our world, twisting the emotions of women, distorting our men.
This is a piece we got off the mayor. Reflex action like a snake. Cut a snake in half and the two pieces go off in different directions.
These things take over a man's mind. He becomes a robot? A machine taking orders?
Join the hunt for the hiding place of terror. Find the breeding place of these globs of destruction.
In feeding the mouth parts, rupture the cells, convey the food to the stomach by a pumping action.
It's an adventure that'll burst your blood vessels with suspense. See The Brain Eaters.
Drive-in theaters would count down the minutes until the next feature, usually filled up with advertisements for the refreshment stand and local advertisements. Here's one from the 1950s.
There's a popcorn man named Clancy, you can see him every day. If you only take a fancy to travel down our way, he is always selling popcorn in the morning, night and day. You can hear him shout if you are about, he is always sure to say, butter all over, butter all over. Get your popcorn, it's only 10 a sack. Butter all over, butter all over. If I'm fresh out, don't worry, I'll be back. If you ever go to Brooklyn to see a baseball game,
sure you'll see a lot of Clancy's all acting just the same.
They will try to sell you popcorn, making cracks about the game. They will pan the ump,
you blockhead,
calling him a chump, singing out this sweet refrain. Butter all over, butter all over. Get your popcorn, it's only 10 a sack. Butter all over, butter all over. If I'm fresh out, don't worry, I'll be back. Take your candy bars and chewing gum or peanuts, I don't care. If there's anything that's better than hot popcorn, show me where. Butter all over, delicious. Butter all over, delicious. Butter all over, it's popcorn and it's hot. Butter all over, butter all over. Get your popcorn, it's only 10 a sack. Butter all over, butter all over. If I'm fresh out, don't worry, I'll be back.
ship foundered on the rocks, but the crew all got ashore. Then Fearless Fred dived in again and swam toward the wreck once more.
He'll never make it!
The waves are too high. But he made it back to land.
I had to return to the ship.
He explained.
For my toddy, the chocolate drink that's just grand.
Toddy does taste grand. At the snack bar or at your car. During intermission, enjoy a toddy, the delicious chocolate drink in a can. Ice cold or steaming hot, toddy hits the spot with everybody. See how much better that popcorn or those hot dogs taste with toddy.
Delicious.
Oh no, started raining at the drive-in? Well, here is a 1950 solution.
No longer will it be necessary to let rain spoil your fun. Now you can keep your windshield clear and dry with a drizzle guard. Simply attach it to your windshield, and in a jiffy you're enjoying the movie without constantly running your windshield wipers. A drizzle guard will save you gasoline and wear and tear on your battery. After the show is over, all you do is take off your drizzle guard, roll it up, and it's ready to be used again, just like an umbrella. So next time it rains, don't sizzle in a drizzle. Get yourself a drizzle guard and enjoy the show. Drizzle guards are on sale now at the concession center.
So, who was this mystery man? The famous suspense director, Alfred Hitchcock. I think Alfred Hitchcock would have enjoyed this short history about movie making because he loved to read newspapers. In Alfred Hitchcock's movie Lifeboat, his hidden cameo was even in a newspaper about a man trying to get slender. Thanks for watching. We'll end with a 1960s little bit of information for you that played during the intermissions.
To the movies, they're better than ever before.
With romance to thrill you and mysteries to chill you and tales of adventure galore. We'll take the kids to the movies and see lots of folks that we know. We'll laugh and we'll cry as each scene passes by.
So let's go out to a show.